Who wants to podcast today? Today on the Tom Kelly Show, Elon Musk wants you to explain why your job shouldn't fire you. And you know what? I do too. Also, we have clips of me harassing a blended family at a stand-up comedy show. And if we have time, Long Island town nicknames. What do you say, people? Let's start the show. Here we go. He's the king of the scene, turning life's troubles into a joyful routine. With friends and stars, he brings wisdom so bright, laughing through the darkness into the light. Here we go. Content warning, spoiler alert, podcasting from the Upper West Side of New York City. You are experiencing the comedic blank slate that I call the Tom Kelly Show. You know what? We are not only in real time, we're late for real time. I am recording this on Monday, February 24th, when I promised you a show on Monday, February 24th this morning. So, you know what? Deal with it, people. I'm a hot mess. I'm a hot mess. I have certain goals for the damn podcast, and I'm just not living up to my expectations. I'm failing you as a friend. And you know what? If you're really my friend, you'll be okay with it and listen whenever the hell this show comes. If you're a first timer, this is the Tom Kelly Show, the podcast where one stand-up comedian gets back to the basics of having fun. I'm reinventing my life. I've been saying this for about 5 years now. And you know what? I'm not where I want to be, but then again, who the hell is? And what do I do on this podcast? I dick around. You know who doesn't like dicking around? Elon Musk. And this is not a political podcast. It's not. My politics are in the middle. And again, I say this every day when I talk about stuff on the show. When my politics in my mind are centrist, and usually those are the craziest bastards of all. But I am. I mean, I'm not left enough for my liberal friends, nor am I right enough for my Trumpy friends. And then this is the saying, folks, when you talk politics and you go up the middle, you alienate everybody. So, but I do think as a human being, as an employee, I like this Elon Musk story. I don't have I'll tell you the story. I'm not even sure if I can joke about it, but I feel it could generate a lighthearted conversation. Breaking news, which when I wrote it, it was breaking news. This news has been broken and fixed. None of the noses have been broken and fixed. But breaking news, Saturday night. Federal employees told to justify their jobs in email, or Elon Musk, the secret president, the Doge guy, the guy, Elon Musk says if they don't justify their jobs, they would face dismissal, and that failure to respond will be taken as a resignation. Now, already you got Tulsi Gabbard said, hey, to everybody in her department, you kids ignore that. But let me finish his note, which was, please reply to this email with 5 bullets of what you accomplished last week and CC your manager. Please do not send any classified information, links, or attachments. I mean, because if you think about it, please reply with 5 bullets of what you accomplished last week. Imagine that just being, we intercepted blank number of terrorists, helped Ukraine with this, and helped Israel with that. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Put that out on your Gmail, kids. Anyway, I'm rambling. But I think it's a great question. I've seen not quite this and not quite with this dark tone, but I've been at places where new bosses will come in and say, hey, send me an email with a description of what you do. And I've seen people poop their pants.
And in the end, there was no reason to poop their pants. But when a new boss came in at The View, she sent out an email to a whole bunch of people and said, hey, write a job description for me. And she actually put them all into a binder and created a flow of who does what. And you know what? Whatever, you know. But I liked on my Facebook, I asked the question, why should your employer keep you on the payroll? And people responded. My friend Jay Serino writes, 2 words, eye candy. Dawn, I do the work of 3 people for the price of 1. Plus, I'm a joy to be around. Donna says, who else will babysit 25 kids for 8 hours a day for such a meager salary? Again, asking the question, why should your employer keep you on the payroll? Reading your answers from the Tom Kelly Show Not Secret Facebook page. That's my fan page. Some of the other employees don't have the drive I do. You appreciate the time and care I put into your store. Al writes, why should we keep you on the payroll? Al replies, I think that's a reasonable question. And then just a couple of deep ones. I also put it on Reddit. And eventually, the fun one with Reddit is they up and down vote your answers. And eventually got voted to a flat 0. But these are from people I don't know on Reddit. Why should your company keep you on the payroll? Because when I take a single day off, they panic because nobody knows how to do anything. Next one, I hope they don't take me off the payroll. I'm technically arguing the opposite now because I want to give voluntary severance. I already told you I talk to the customers so the engineers don't have to. And I saved them $105 million in risk mitigation. And there was one fun one here. Where'd it go? And the last one was, why should they keep me on the payroll? Because they offered me a job and hired me in return for money. What I do for them is their business, not mine. I like that answer. Why should we keep you on the payroll? I don't know, man. You figure it out. Anyway, I can do it for my, I can do it for my job. And it is something that, can you justify your existence at work for 5 sentences? Now, I've been to some TV shows, some places I've worked, so top heavy with management that you wonder, geez, I worked on one TV show that had 9 executive producers. Generally, if the show has more than 2 executive producers in my world, they're on the road to not get renewed. Just too many big shots at the top of the ladder. But those people are also usually the best at bullshitting. All right. And again, sometimes this podcast is about me dicking around, having fun, being your friend. And I guess ever since, that's it. I don't have much of a rundown for topics today. Let me go through the stuff I promised you. Long Island town nicknames. This is one I may clip. My Instagram numbers have been painful. For those of you who've been following my arc, I worked at a bunch of TV shows. The pandemic came, and now I work at significantly fewer TV shows, doing warm-up comedy work. Certain aspects of my stand-up have taken off. I actually just headlined at Governor's Comedy Club at the Brokerage last weekend. What else have I done? I've had some fun lately. I've had a couple of private gigs. Some have gone well, some whatever. But the Long Island content, I think because I went to California for so long, a lot of my Long Island content has been going flat. Also, I've been spending time in Manhattan, posting from Manhattan, and I'm talking about Instagram Reels. And I have a conspiracy theory that when you post an Instagram Reel from Long Island, the algorithm favors you more because you're organic, local content. And if I post from Manhattan, I'm a professional entertainer. Am I really going to move to Long Island? full time or go out there 5 days a week just to hit the post button on an Instagram post, I don't know. Somebody suggested getting a GPS spoofer. I may try that first. But how much money am I going to put into pretending that I'm on Long Island to get more affirmations from people on Long Island who won't really help my career that much, even though I love them and they have been one of the bright spots of my career lately. Actually, despite my recent Instagram frustrations, I'm at 40,000.1 followers, so 40,170 followers on Instagram. And does that make you feel better? I don't know. I'm in the business of entertaining people. And so when you see that warm body count go up a bit, it makes you feel good, even if my content is on focus. So I have what I think will be the next list of things that will go viral on Instagram. Now, sometimes I take this podcast and I clip it down and I get attention on the clips. For example, I did one with Long Island words, and it may have sounded like a mess here on the show, but it actually went viral not on Instagram, but on Facebook, where I cross-posted. I don't understand why some things do better on Facebook and Instagram and vice versa, but there we are. I think my Facebook fans are old and nostalgic. Whereas my Instagram fans, it's a bit more of a mix. Actually, when I saw my stand-up comedy crowd, the people who came to see me at Governor's, I saw and noticed my average audience member was over 55. I don't know if that's Long Island. I don't know if that's me, but I was happy to see you. So here we go. I am going to do a quick Long Island bit that will, hopefully put asses in chairs the next time I'm performing. And there you go. By the way, Lester Holt is retiring, and I like him. NBC's Lester Holt is retiring. I just got a text message about that. So you get into the thing about local or network news, old-fashioned network news, that we need the proverbial old white guy to give you the news. Well, Lester Holt, not white. And not that old, but he's been around. He's that seasoned guy that you saw rise up the ladder. He's not just a pretty boy reading the news. Like, I remember him mostly from when I worked at NBC Nightly News in the year 2003. I had the weirdest job ever where I sat in the newsroom with a TV studio crew on standby. The anchor on standby was a man named John Siegenthaler. How about that for a fun name to say? It's funny. I knew a guy in college who I didn't particularly care for, who wanted to be a news anchor, and his name was Jason Oxenhendler. What a fun name to say! It sound I love my polysyllabic names. Jason, whose career never went beyond West Virginia despite his hard work, and actually, no, I was going to say some talent, but no. Jason, he was a dick to me. Anyway, Jason changed his name to Jason Tyler, and maybe that's why you didn't go further in show business. You didn't have a name like John Siegenthaler, who now, while I'm thinking out loud, how far did he go either? But anyway, big inside scoop on NBC Nightly News. This is, again, pre-Twitter. The internet was around, early days of the internet, and even cable news was kind of just starting to pop. And NBC had this theory of no matter what time of night we find Saddam Hussein's dead body, we will interrupt that program and NBC will break the news. And then at a certain point, they realized, wait, we have Lester Holt doing the overnight in Secaucus, New Jersey at MSNBC. Why don't we just take the people we're paying at MSNBC in Secaucus and just pipe it over to NBC Nightly News? And that's what they did. But my affection for Lester Holt is he's been around. He's seasoned. He's not, he's not like totally slick and goofy like your morning show local guys. And I've met him a few times working at a show that I believe he was part of the team that helped create it, NBC Nightly News Kids or NBC News Kids. And once a year on Take Your Kid to Work Day, for 2 years now, I have had the privilege of working in 30 Rockefeller Plaza, where I started my career as an NBC tour guide and an intern at Conan O'Brien, and had the privilege to, do warm up for an audience of children. Now, I have dreamed of performing for a crowd of adults there. And I don't know what the deal is for Take Your Kids to Work Day this year, but I do know this. I like Lester Holt, and and I think he's done the range, and I'm sad to see him retire. I hope he's not retiring, but he is stepping down from NBC Nightly News, and good luck to you, Lester. Now, watch me give that heartfelt story, and now follow up with complete local horse crap. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The dumbest bit you are going to hear today, except for the bit that I'm going to do after this. Ladies and gentlemen, some are racist, some are anti-Semitic, but all are stuff I've heard before. Let me get this intro right, because, yes, some of these are going to be a little, okay. Some are racist, some are anti-Semitic, most are offensive. Here are some nicknames for Long Island towns. Here we go. Jokedale for Oakdale. You know what? I'm going to do it like this. Here we go. Oakdale, Jokedale. East Rockaway, E-Rock. I also like Rockville Center. Oh, I've heard this. You know what? I'm going to have trouble reading this because I wrote it out backwards. Here we go. Ready? Oakdale, Jokedale. E-Rock, East Rockaway. Rockville Center, The Rock. Sayville, Gayville. That does make the junior high kid in me giggle. Peter Erline gives us Fongool Square for Franklin Square. Helmont for Elmont. Shinycock for Shinnecock. Jewett for Hewlett. Ooh, that's edgy. Garden Snooty for Garden City. And hey, the lady from All My Children still lives there. Can't remember her name right now. But then again, show got canceled 15 years ago. Freepot for Freeport. Freepot. East Ghetto. By the way, I got that one submitted like 15 times. Wastebury for Westbury. Wastebury for Westbury. The End for Montauk. My friend Claudia from California does that too because she sees it on the bumper stickers. Center Rico, which was given to me by the most creepy, racist-looking guy ever. Assuming there's a lot of Puerto Rican people in Center Reach. Let me know. Valley Queens for Valley Stream. Also, it's very close to Queens. Whoreport for Northport. Surely you can't be serious. Skeldon for Selden. And for Wyandanch. People say I don't make fun of Wyandanch, but here we go. Crimeandanch. Okay, that's a hell of a list. And now let's bring this to a close with some stand-up comedy. All you need to know is there were two gorgeous 21-year-old girls from the Fashion Institute of Technology. Their brother, who said that he was 21, but I don't think so, at Stand Up New York at Bond 46. It was a step family. The mom was drunk and mixed it with some pills and kept interrupting every bit I had. That you have to understand that. And here is the rant at the end of my set. And you know what? There you go. Pause, scratch my nose. So wait, let's play this game. Hold on for a second.
Is that your dad or your stepdad? Stepdad. So how did you feel when he first started banging your mom? Was it uncomfortable? Yes, no. I love that she keeps looking around. You would be great on Jerry Springer. No, I love how she's fact checking as she gets. She's like, no, we've never had sex. I have not put out. I have money and adorable children. By the way, I am gonna send you this, and next time your mom makes fun of you for coming home shit-faced, you could just play the tape. All right. Mom can't hold her liquor. Anyway. You know what I love? The family's laughing, everybody else is awkward. Weird. Let's go back to having fun. I'm going to give you some relationship advice, kids. So wait, if they're 21, how old are you?
Also 21.
Also 21. Wait, are you two twins?
No, but we were friends before we became step-siblings.
Yes. Oh wait, you are step-siblings?
Yes.
So wait, hold on. That is your mom, and that is your dad. And you are just waiting to go home. Got it. This makes sense. Okay. I'm going to give you the best piece of relationship advice I can give you. You want by the way, wait, hold on. That's your stepsister and that's you. Have you tried? Anyway, never mind. It happened on the Brady Bunch. Marsha was banging Greg. It's a fair question. All together, audience, here's the story of a lovely lady. Anyway, we don't have time. The Brady Bunch. You know what I love?
Wait, you're missing a twin.
He's a twin sister.
He's a twin sister.
That does not add to the show at all. You know what I love? Even the friends are like, I'm not related to you and you're embarrassing me.
All right, and there you go, folks. That's the big ending. That's the Tom Kelly Show, the once to twice a week exploration of me having fun. Our theme song was composed by Jay Givianson. His link will be in the show notes. And what am I missing? Oh, yeah, if you get a chance, comment on my Instagram reels, say whatever the hell you want, tag someone famous, don't tag someone famous, but I do feel like the algorithm is not promoting me there, and you guys have always been good about supporting me, and that support has always paid off. So, yeah, show love where love can be shown, and if you want to join us in the Tom Kelly Show secret fan group, look that up on Facebook, or if you want to just support me on my more public fan page, I am there. And until next time, friends, good night wherever my GPS faker puts me.